today as we are taking a live look here of Skyfox aerials showing this car here as it continues to lead police here in this chase as
Dallas with a canine surprise for the
right
suspect.
now going in and out.
Bunu izledik biz. Bunu da izledik mi? Bunu izleyelim abi. Bu güzel bir şeye benziyor. Bu çok güzel bir şeye benziyor.
Of that white vehicle you're seeing driving in that left-hand lane.
Mercedes abi.
Have definitely been above 100 miles per hour. Our team out in the Los Angeles area on top of this latest pursuit.
Mercedes mi,
They
BMW mi o?
are also saying that when this pursuit was taking place, these robbery suspects allegedly did have weapons with them when they committed that robbery. So now we do have
100 mil
police
saatte
on top
160
of these
küsür
folks
kilometre.
inside of that car. I want to take us out to our Fox 11 LA Los Angeles team. They are also giving us some live coverage. They're very familiar with the area, obviously, so they're going to be giving a few more details than I can on some of those roads and possibly which direction these suspects could be headed. Let's go ahead and jump into their coverage right here for you on Live Now.
Vurdu mu? Vurmadı.
Difficult for that suspect, and of course, look at that! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, right over the center divider. Actually, got a little bit of air there. He's.
Bak işte bu öyle kaçanlardan birisi. Hani biliyorsun iki türlü kaçanlar var. Birisi kaçıyor ama birisi yani hayatı pahasına kaçıyor. Bu öyle kaçıyor abi. Kim olduğunu bilmiyorum. Ne suç işledi bilmiyorum. Bunun kaçışından belli. Hayatı pahasına kaçıyor.
Looks like he's going to be heading southbound now, and making his way over by the Hawthorne Airport. A lot of traffic down there. We saw him run that one red light. Looks like he basically, that was probably a fresh green, so very lucky. And he's making his way south on south on Crenshaw Boulevard right now. We're working to get the helicopter positioned in the right place so we can watch it. And we're going to be continuing on southbound on Crenshaw right now. We lost visual, but we'll get it back here in just a second.
All right, so we are up and over this pursuit of robbery suspects.
Gaspçılarmış bunlar.
Underway by Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Extremely erratic, extremely dangerous driving by this pursuit suspect in this SUV, this Mercedes SUV. This is Crenshaw Boulevard in the Hawthorne.
Ulan altyazı İngilizceymiş. Yemin ederim Türkçe sandım ben. İngilizceyi ben daha iyi anladığım için bana çok daha normal geldi. Unuttum abi. Bir dakika. Nerede? Ne? Ah.
Torrance area, and you see those high speeds. We saw speeds upwards of 100 miles per hour. Several near misses. It wasn't clear, Bob, if there was. Oh, Stu?
He's in the neighborhood. I'm just trying to get Justin to get eyes on it. He just made a really hard turn, almost crashed into what looked to be a school. Really slowing it down. He's coming up on our 9 right now. 9 low. 9 low.
Will this driver be size?
That's a street. That's a street.
Well, the driver, as we saw,
directly underneath us, right? That's
Aha işte buldular lan. Buldular.
No, go ahead. We don't have
Abi şu kaliteye bak.
to have a mute in this helicopter, and you can see that vehicle basically trying to blend in now, driving a lot. Have the ability to have a mute in this helicopter, and you can see that vehicle basically trying to blend in now, driving a lot slower. Possibly this is a neighborhood that he knows. That's not him.
O değil lan, bu yanlış araba. Adam diyor ki baksana diyor çok daha yavaş efendi kullanıyor arabayı. Öteki arabaların arasında kendisini böyle kaybettirmeye çalışıyor. Başka araba. Bu mükemmel. Bu çok güzel. Bu o değil lan, yanlış araba.
He's in that neighborhood, Justin. And he's pulling into a dead-end street. He's just pulled into a cul-de-sac right now. Look, he just figured it out. He's making a hard U-turn. The problem with this is right now.
Bulamıyorlar. Ama konuşan adam nerede olduğunu söylüyor. Kameraman bulamıyor. Abu Hajar herhalde kameraman.
now is that there's no deputies on the ground because they went into a tracking mode after that stunt he did right getting off at Crenshaw. The helicopter is definitely above. There you go.
Buldular. Çok şükür.
Got him. He's definitely above. So, you know, at that point, they might have been able to take him into custody, but now that vehicle's still running free out here. At least the speed's a little bit slower now that he's in a residential neighborhood. The road he's on right there is going to tee. This area right here is basically like a couple of ways in.
Bir de ne güzel söylüyor şerefsiz değil mi? Diyor ki baksana diyor herkesin arasında böyle kaybolmaya çalışıyor. Bak nasıl normal yavaş yavaş kullanıyor falan filan efendi gibi. Bakıyorlar. Alakası olmayan bir araba.
Couple of ways out of this neighborhood. The sheriffship above, he's made another bad turn, another cul-de-sac right there. You know, this time at least he might be able to know that he can make that U-turn because there are no deputies on the ground. But again, very frustrating for the helicopter, for the deputy in the helicopter, and of course us watching. There's many opportunities they could have stopped it, but this continuing on. Marla?
Bak dönemedi.
Onto the sidewalk there.
Yeah.
Okay, Stu, I think it's important to really explain, though, why the sheriff's department makes that decision to back off.
When they made that move where they came off the freeway, where we saw it, where he basically ran through those, pushed his way through those vehicles, ran through that red light, actually got air on one of those center dividers, it became too dangerous. They have to consider that one of the biggest things they consider is going to be the safety of the public and also the safety, believe it or not, safety of that suspect.
Değil mi arkadaşlar? Yani kaçıyorsa böyle bir arabaya da kaçması çok mantıklı bence. Bence çok güzel bir araba.
I can tell you there's a black and white now, a sheriff's vehicle paralleling him in this neighborhood. He just made another hard turn. He's going to put himself back into the
Ya var
area.
ya geri zekalı bak bu şekilde araba kullandığı zaman arabaya zarar veriyor. Arabaya zarar verdiği zaman yani kaçış yolu araba zaten.
The cul-de-sacs are that black and white. This is going to be his opportunity. But again, this deputy, a lone deputy in that vehicle,
Yine geldi
in
lan
this possibly
şeye.
armed suspect, I find it hard to believe because of their protocols that they'll be able to just go wide, just go wide. He's going to confront him right there. And he's going right by him. And there's another deputy. Whoa! Almost T-boned him right there. So it...
Arkadaşlar hep beraber bir gerçeği sizlere göstermek istiyorum. Caddelerin jiletliğine baksanıza siz. Jilet gibi caddeler. Matematik defteri gibi şehir planı ve jilet gibi caddeler.
It is on again, and this type of high-speed driving and carelessness and recklessness, and Marla, that's the reason why they pulled the plug on it to begin with.
Aha lan vuracak. Vallahi biliyordum abicim. O kadar hızlı geliyordu. Kesinlikle vuracak dedim abi. Kesinlikle. Belliydi yani. Dönüşünden belli yani. İmkansız.
That's the reason why they pulled the plug on it to begin with. Head-on collision.
Oh, gosh.
Head-on.
Oha! Mercedes'e hiçbir şey olmadı lan. Mercedes'e bak. Önünde hiçbir şey yok. İçe bile girmedi. Şuna bak.
And he's keeping...
İnanamıyorum ya. Abi bu araba önümüzde bir de hızlı bir şekilde tekrar bakacağız şu. Lan çizik yok arabada neredeyse ya. Bir dakika geri gel abi geri. Bak. Vuruyor çok hızlı bir şekilde. Çok kötü vurdu.
Head-on collision.
Ve çizik bile yok. Yani anlıyorsunuz demek istediğimi. Hiçbir şey olmadı. Ya, airbag'i bırak abicim. Arabada bir yamukluk bile yok.
Keeping going, and he's keeping going. Look at that. So you've got a civilian, basically that car in reverse right now. Deputies are going to go make sure that at least one deputy out already. These are one of the things that I always in these pursuits.
Bakalım,
when there's an accident like that, the compassion.
Abi gerçekten hiçbir şey yok arabada. Yani doğru. Almanlar abi çok iyi ya. Araba birçok teknoloji konusunda çok iyi. Araba, makina.
Of some of these first responders, that deputy stopping the pursuit and getting out to make.
Ama büyük bir ihtimalle Türkiye'yi kıskanıyorlardır. Değil mi? Amerika'nın kıskandığı gibi.
sure that innocent person.
Aha bak çok daha yakından görebiliyoruz. Abi hiçbir şey yok. Vay be.
Okay, now that Mercedes still going out here, you got to wonder though, a head-on collision like that, we're not seeing any smoke and we're not seeing much damage to the front of it, but the car definitely driving slower, coming up through a busy intersection, and just kind of blending in. Whoa, look at this, wrong side of the road, and more deputies out there, but this is one of those ones, Marla and Bobby, it is, you know, you just got to hand it to the officers, the deputies that are in pursuit, keeping people safe, trying to catch this person who clearly no regard for himself or anybody else on the roadway this afternoon. And continuing on now, we're southbound Van Ness. We're moving our way out of the Hawthorne area. It's more traffic coming at another large intersection, Rosecrans, just up ahead.
All right, do want to say thanks to Stu Mendel up in the chopper giving us details on this police pursuit. Viewer discretion advised. Of course, you've already seen one of those incidents where this driver in a desperate situation crashing into another vehicle, leaving that scene. Obviously, they don't need to stop and exchange insurance information because, well, they're running away from those police officers. You can see just how erratic this driving is getting. So do want to remind people, viewer discretion advised. We'll try to do our best here as well. And I know our chopper also going to try to do their best with following along here in this car as this pursuit continues. A little bumper now falling off after they did come into contact as they crossed through that traffic. Very high rates of speed, driving on the wrong side of the road at multiple times. I do want to take us back into our Fox 11 Los Angeles coverage as they continue to give us more details on this pursuit.
Şu şekilde bir kaza yapsa kime vursa ölecek.
So this either driver might be impaired or clearly not able to really handle that car, making it even more dangerous because he definitely knows where that gas pedal is, but he does not seem to have any regard for anything else. Coming up on another major out here, a lot of cross traffic and a bicyclist.
Oh gosh.
Not even not even a regard for his own life. I mean, to go at this speed through those intersections, and it's not even, he's not even slowing down.
Bu arada spoiler falan vermeyeceğim. Veremem çünkü bilmiyorum. Bunun sonu nasıl bitiyor bilmiyorum. Ama bence bunun sonu kötü bitecek arkadaşlar.
Going through those intersections, you know what I mean? So it seems like this
Gaz
person's got to be.
yapmışlar. Banka bir şeyler sormuşlar bunlar.
Sorry, it's just really scary to think of all these other vehicles, all these cars, the pedestrians. We saw bicyclists on the road. To think that someone can really get hurt here.
Wrong side of the road.
Street. Oh my goodness, Van Ness and
And when we watch these, Marla, I'm sorry, you know, when we watch these, we always think to ourselves, at least I do, it's.
Bu arada ben bir tane daha internet testi yapacaktım ya. Bir dakika. 903, 906'ydık. Bakayım şimdi neredeyiz? Aynı yerdeyiz. Evet, 904. Bakalım upload ne kadar olacak? Reklam girdi araya. 903, 904. Aynıyız abi. İnterneti indirme 903. İndirme kaldırma mı oluyor bu? Bir dakika, o kötü oldu. Tamam. Şimdi hemen bir şeyler yazacaksınız. Download, upload. 903'e 906. Aynıymış. Tamam. O zaman interneti çözdük biz bugün. Devam ediyoruz.
You know, a loved one could be out there, a family member, extended family member could just be out doing errands, and then you have this lunatic, high speeds, running red lights, like you, Bobby said, no regard for himself, no regard for anything else. I think the car is giving up on him. That's definitely what it looks like.
Araba mı bozuldu? Ya da benzini bitti.
Because this suspect is not the type that's just going to pull over. Now, this is where it's going to get very dicey.
Okay.
After all of that, these guys, these deputies.
Benzin bitti lan. Bence benzini bitti bu arabanın abi.
Doing errands, and then you have this lunatic, high speeds, running red lights, like you, Bobby said, no regard for himself, no regard for anything else. I think the car is giving up on him. That's definitely what it looks like, because this suspect is not the type that's just going to pull over. Now, this is where it's going to get very dicey.
Okay.
After all of that, these guys, these deputies, probably high with...
Elleri çıkartmış tabii hemen. Sunroof'tan. Ellerini hemen buradan çıkarttı, görüyorsun değil mi? Ama kaç kişi var arabada? Zaten araba çalıntı. Bunlar banka falan soymuşlar.
You see hands out the sunroof. Keep coming around, keep coming around. Hands out on the sunroof, so he is definitely giving up, which is good. But again, there was a weapon involved. They were talking about a gun earlier on, and it was unclear if the gun was found on any of those suspects that ran, or they possibly ditched it, or if this driver still has that weapon, making it even more tense, even though this suspect seems to be very lackadaisical about just getting out of that car and going into custody.
So this is officially, I think, you can correct me if
Ağzında sigarası var bak bak. Ağzındaki sigarayı görüyor musunuz? Bu kadar rahat adam ya. Ağzında sigarasıyla
I'm
çıkıyor.
wrong, Stu, in the city of Torrance,
Değil mi?
the suspect now out of the vehicle there, getting
Evet. Ağzından sigarası var pezevengin.
a good look at him, hands up, seemingly doing what he is being told to do, because this is typical protocol at the end of a pursuit, is to
Oğlum niye kapattınız lan ekranı? Gerizekalılar. Adam bir şey yapmıyordu. Gösterin
hands
bize.
up, walk back, get on the ground.
Anlat. Anlat bize bacım. Taktiği sen bize anlat. Hadi senden dinleyelim.
Full spread eagle,
I think
and
we
then
have,
that's
I think
when,
we have a live,
of course,
some of the live picture here. We're losing some of the picture there, so it does look like he is complying with orders there. Really scary to think that he, you know, someone who behaved in that fashion may not actually comply, but we can tell from these pictures now they do have him in custody. There was talk that some other people dumped out of that vehicle at some point during the pursuit, so they're no doubt gonna take some time to try and clear the vehicle to make sure that no one else was inside there. But came out, cigarette in mouth or something in his mouth. They pulled it out. He is in custody, and we can just only hope that the one vehicle that he collided with head on, that the driver in that vehicle is okay, because he did clip a number of vehicles during this pursuit.
yeah, this is all coming to an end at Van Nuys Avenue and 173rd Street in the city
Bir de geçmişi varsa daha
of
fazla.
Torrance. A closer look at the suspect here. And as Stu was mentioning, when we picked up this pursuit, this high-speed, very dangerous pursuit, that prior to us coming on the air, there were some suspects who jumped out of that Mercedes SUV. So other
Discord'da video attıysanız bakarım.
suspects, I'm not sure if those individuals are in custody, robbery suspects, but nonetheless, the driver who just led deputies on this
Büyük bir ihtimalle FBI devreye girer. Falan filan o kadar yani.
extremely dangerous pursuit, now in custody after, you mentioned, Bob, a couple of head-on collisions, at least one
Halen bak görüyorsunuz arabayı kolluyorlar. Çünkü içerisinde başka kimse olduğunu bilmiyorlar.
that we saw on our air.
And thank you again to our Fox 11 team for always providing us with coverage, especially through this dangerous pursuit of, again, what went through a lot of high speeds, some residential areas, and now you can see we do have our law enforcement officials going to make their way safely to this car and make sure that everything is clear before they continue and take this now into their custody. So you were watching this live, raw, unfiltered, right here for you.
Temiz.
This is exact.
İşte olay bu kadar. Neydi benim? Check it out. Discord'da yayın var yazdık. Nerede bizim şey? Twitch stack video. Evet.